Hello, everyone, and welcome to Light Language Messenger. And for those of you watching on the Great Awakening Generator, you're very welcome here as well. And friends, thank you so much for your patience and for just hanging in there whilst I go through my transition that I'm currently going through. Big shifts and lots of changes, and lots of changes in terms of energy. And I can't see outward changes, but I know that inside me there's a lot happening. Okay. um and I mean that emotionally and intuitively when I say that, and who knows, maybe on the inside of the body, of the physicality as well. I just felt like I needed to talk today, to just come and say something. And one of the things that was that I have to do before we carry on with whatever I'm about to tell you is we have to do a light language to just welcome the energies in that are going to work here with us today. All of us that are catching this at whatever time, whenever you catch it, whether it's 3 years from now, who knows about what's going to happen in terms of time and all of that, or whether it is, yeah, maybe 10 years from now. But nevertheless, here we are. Feel like we're always leaving some information for a time capsule, so to speak of. Anyway, I hope that resonates with someone. Now, I'm just going to bring my microphone further down. I've written a whole list of things that I wanted to talk about, and then I realized it was something else, but I think the something else is going to have to be for another recording. So let's just get together. I'm just going to have a sip of water, and just encouraging all of you also, wherever you are, to be firmly grounded. Feet on the ground is what I mean when I say firmly grounded. And then we're just going to take a breath. Okay, we're going to take a deep breath. Faranaka heto ma khaina kata to korona khain kurkur kilketa tikata ma kurkli ang kara to hito so hito koromas katketo. Arikotoma ina tita kurutata go o lagata tikata kuskata gamis to farina akhakan go siakata to. Hai hurana hai kutala ma hai no tita farakai hito to farana kasi to to. Welcome everyone. Ina makatuto. Ina tita farigete to to ma hai na to to eshkana farana te. Well, I trust that you are navigating life well. And thank you for joining me, and thank you for being here, and thank you for being here to receive that welcome. There's a lot of light codes in the light language, and so so you're going to receive it, whatever it is that you need to receive. So today's message, I just wanted to give you a little bit of an update on what's happening with both channels, what I've discovered since, and it's really good because I had a name, and then suddenly I thought, oh, I can't have that name, and then I thought I'm going to have to add another name to it to make the whole name. Sorry, I'll retract. For those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, I am going through a brand change with the channels. I don't know why I say that. I'm going through a brand name change with the channels. So I'm going to tell you, I have been asked to launch the name in a couple of days' time, but for the moment, just telling everybody what is happening with the channel. So yeah, so that's speaking about the name. So then I added a name to it, and I thought, oh, I don't know, it doesn't sound quite right. And then today I spoke to a very good friend who confirmed a couple of things through that. And so we're definitely going ahead with the name. And yeah, it's hyphenated. I just see that it's hyphenated. Every time I see it, I see that it's a hyphenated name. So right, now, before we carry on, I've done the light language. I've just written notes for myself so that I don't forget. I've done the light language, and now I just want to remind you. So people have talked about after watching the Stellar Nations video that I put out a couple of weeks ago, somebody a lady got back to me, and you'll see in the comments, and she said she couldn't access the Stellar Nations Soul Family's website. And I have contacted them. So if you're trying and you can't access it too, I have contacted them via their email address when I ordered my Antares code. And I've also contacted Leslie Shankman, and both of them have come back to me to say, Leslie said she'd talk to them and find out what is happening, and was, and whatever else. But they've contacted me to say that, yes, there is an issue with the website. So please, if you're trying to find out or get in touch about the books, just look at Stellar Nation's Facebook page. Okay, so just get in touch with that. I will put something in the comment of what they've written so that you have the details for it. Okay, great. The other one that's experiencing some technology or software issue this week. And by the way, Stellar Nations was very sorry about that you couldn't access it, because they it's about the host company that's having some technical issue, right? So that's what I need to say. Higher self perspective is not it's not a technical issue as much as there's a change, and Amanda did not know this was happening when I went into her website, that it was asking me to log in as the owner. So she said, thanks for the heads up on it. So she will be sending me a link tomorrow that I will replace on the video. So if you're trying to find out more about Amanda, then you'll get that tomorrow. Okay, so great. I've told you about that one. Now, I asked, how are you navigating? How's it going in your world? I'm going to show you what I've been doing. So for me, I've been in hermit mode, as I said a while back, that I've just really been called to be in hermit mode, and it's not been the easiest place to be in. Energy is shifting fast and furiously, not in a bad way, but furious meaning implying how fast it is. And there's a lot of stuff going on. But in what I have been doing, and I think I mentioned it in the last video I did, where I was speaking to everybody rather than interviewing people, I said I was doing preserves, jams and preserves, and I was talking about my Tahitian lime preserve. I thought I would share with you some of what it looks like. So to do the preserves, I do preserves every autumn, but this autumn in particular was emphasized that I needed to do preserves, and I needed to do a lot of them. Okay, not sure why, but nevertheless, here we are. That's one of them. You can't see the writing, but this one is a fig preserve. It's the Black Bronaro fig, and it's got some incredible ingredients in it. It's got like brown sugar, red wine, balsamic vinegar, other stuff, right? Really special, because these figs come directly from Tamata. That's a figgery in the Hawke's Bay here in New Zealand, on the North Island, on the opposite side of where we are, on the other, way across, because we're in west of the North Island, northwest of the North Island, and I think there would be more like just east of the North Island. Okay, and then we did this. I did these, and I'll show you the two different jars. In this one, this is the Tahitian lime preserve. Now you think, what's it got to do with energy healing? But this is a thing of beauty, my friends. I've got to tell you, I'm really pleased and happy with it. I love doing it. And I thought I was talking about, I might as well show it to you. No, I do not sell this to anybody. I do it for pleasure, and I do it for sharing. I share it with all the people I love. And all the people that share their fruit with me, for example, here's another one in another jar here. All the people that share their fruit with me I exchange fruit for complete product. Yes. Okay, this is one of the greatest things I've ever done in my life, I've got to tell you, doing preserves. And this Tahitian lime is very, very special because it, just looking up, I'm a little bit distracted because we've had a lot of those chemtrails in our sky today. And I'm just seeing one going through now, and a helicopter flying. So I don't know who's the one putting it up. I mean, there's been all of that happening all morning. We woke up to clear skies, and now it's changed completely. But nevertheless, here we are. Let's talk about the wonderful things. So here we are. That's my thing that I've been doing. If you have these Tahitian limes, they're very bitter. and they are smooth skin. If you have them in your garden, try doing something with them. Don't let them fall to the ground and rot. Because I think the birds don't necessarily like them because they're bitter, but humans can make some amazing things with the Tahitian life. Right, and then these other two, this one, this little jar, this one is the Feijoa jelly. Now, this year, my Feijoa jelly is very dark. Last year, it was like a transparent green gold color. And this year, it's as dark as that. I think, as I said previously, it is when we pick the fruit, and maybe I picked the fruit quite late, and Feijoas have a short season. This is the guava jelly. This is a bigger jar. This is the adult of those two there. Okay. This one is the adult of this one here. And this is a thing of beauty. If you look, I don't know if you can see the transparency of this. It's a red, there we are, red. Can you see it there? It's a reddish color. Yeah. And it's a guava jelly. And I've got to tell you, these two things, these two fruit are a thing of amazingness because it's easy to do them. And very easy to do them, but also it just pectin just it's got natural pectin. It just sets, it just plays nicely. Unlike strawberries, okay? I don't have good luck with strawberries, so there you go. What can you eat them with? This one that I've got, this one's got red wine in it. There's the fig preserve. You can eat it with ice cream or things like coconut yogurt. Okay, because although it's got spices in it, it's got black peppercorns in it as well. It's more of a warm heat than it is a sharp heat. That's the best way I can put it, right? The Tahitian lime preserve. Now, that thing of beauty has got many things you can do with it. You can, if you eat poultry, you can, meaning chicken and duck and turkey and things like that, very good to roast with your poultry, mainly duck. Okay, sorry, ducks. The other thing is, a friend of mine said she uses it in white sauce. Like if she makes a dish that's very much like a spanakopita, and she's got this white sauce recipe, but one day she didn't have some flavoring, and she just put it in, and it was amazing. Yeah. Your feijoa, you can also use it with roasted meats, like as an accompaniment to roasted meat. And the guava jelly is meant to be really good with crusty bread or crackers and a slice of blue cheese and that guava jelly. Hey, if you find it's okay to use it with anything else, last year I was having the feijoa jam on my toast. So there you go. That's what I've been busy with. It's good busy. It's really kept me, very, very occupied because it's a lot of work to do, especially cottage industry takes a lot of work. But it was just, it's what I do, but this year I've done a little bit more, a huge scale of it. This year, a lot of it is going to family in South Africa because I took some of it when I went to South Africa in October and they absolutely loved it. And I've decided to put stuff aside. I've made a vegetable pickle in South African Indian style. I've made lime pickle South African Indian style, which I haven't showed you here, but I don't have to show you that. It's because those things are acquired taste. These things are quite commonly tasty, right? Tasting, right? People eat that quite commonly, quite worldly. Right. I've told you about it. Now, I told you about that. I've told you about my preserves. I'm also doing a lot of walking with the dog and doing it in peace and joy and really enjoying and appreciating it. And I think that is what I needed to do. I needed to slow down and enjoy the moments as they are. So that's it. And of course, since he's had his healing with Emma Liston, he's becoming a totally different person. I see the Baxter I dreamt of coming through. Now, friends, I want to say, let's talk about energetically, how we're doing energetically. So I've had a lot of symptoms, physical symptoms. For example, I've had itchy skin, and it's just been crazy. There aren't any fleas, there aren't any there aren't any things around. There's no reason. I haven't changed my my skin routine or anything like that, but I've just had itchy skin and itching to the point of I've got scabs all over my body because I've been scratching it. Now, just be aware that sometimes, because I cannot find where anything is that could be there. I've been using things like castor oil on my skin to cool it down. I've been using a blend of castor and coconut oil, and sometimes I'm using a blend of coconut oil with sage oil. The thing that works really wonderfully, that before I go to bed at night, I've been showering, but I've also applied aloe gel, and that's directly from the plant, okay, all over my skin, and it's just cooled it and brought down that fieriness of the skin. Okay, so I'm just sharing that with you. So if you're going through that, just consider those things. Consider the oil or your routine. Go into ask your guidance what it is that you need. Go and do some mindful practice and just ask for the things that you need to help you currently. I've had a real pumping up of my thymus gland, my upper heart chakra, and to the point that it was raised and really uncomfortable. I had a few sleepless. I'm having sleepless nights, but I've had a few nights that were really intense because of the pain I've been feeling with it. I had some Emma Liston used some energy healing with me, and I went to visit her a couple of weeks ago, or I think last week. I went to visit her, and she just put her hand in front and behind me, and I could feel a shift, and it's kind of come through a lot. Now, I know I've said Emma Liston a lot, but I'll tell you why, because this is the person I've just had a lot of interactions with, other than the dog or my daughter, right? So, and she's done this amazing thing, so I need to share it with you. Okay. Now, friends, I just want coming back to the chemtrails. I was talking to a couple of people in the last few weeks here in New Zealand, and they just came out and said to me, I don't believe geotechnology or geoengineering is going on in our country. And and I and I'm everyone has to believe whatever they believe. I just need to say, keep an open mind about things, because it's a time where, if you keep an open mind about things, you won't necessarily be radically disappointed when things come to the forefront, because we're in a place right now in our world where we're starting to hear, and a lot of truths are being revealed to us. Oh, I feel this pounding at the back of my head, and this is normally when the Phoenix are about to say something. And for anyone who doesn't know who the Phoenix are, they are the collective, the name of my collective that I work with. But nevertheless, so I just feel like, if we are, why is it that we want to believe that where we are in the world, nothing like that which happens in the other parts of the world actually happen? And so this morning, like even right now, I'm looking at a chemtrail, right? And that chemtrail was there and it's kind of moving that way. This morning, I've seen so many of them. Now, if you see chemtrails, how can you not believe in geotechnology? And please correct me. And I'm not trying to offend anybody or anything like that. I just need to say we are not uniquely superior in any way. Have we not understood yet that in the last few years, whatever's happened in our world, and I'm speaking specifically, actually, it's probably not just for New Zealanders, but for everybody. Have we not realized that anything is possible? Please, please, please understand that we are not immune to all of those other trickeries that go on in the world. This country isn't. I'm not saying it. I'm not saying any other thing but be open. I'm not saying, hey, you're wrong and I'm right. I'm just saying, for me, that's the evidence that something is happening there that is unnatural, because clouds don't suddenly just move in that direction like that is happening. There is no plane flying by that's leaving a trail behind. That's what I needed to say about this. So, open, do not let something like that deter your growth in the esoteric, in your intuition. Do not let that stop you from how far you can go beyond where you are right now. Because I feel like when people who are really standing up and saying, I am awakened, I am one of those people that are on the journey, I am here to make a difference to humanity, then keep an open mind. We are not immune to things. Okay, that's what I needed to say about that. Right. One of the other things that's happened apart from my physical symptoms that I have is that my tastes have changed. I was used to go on about organic beef and all of that, and suddenly I just can't, I'm finding that I can't taste it. I don't like the smell of it. So yeah, that's part of the changes that we're going through. Now, friends, channel changes to the channel. We well, I have been doing some research, and what I have got so far is that we can transfer. The new channel is either going to be one of two things. It's going to be a brand new channel standing up with its name and all, and it's going to be, I will only work with one channel in the future. It's not that I don't want to be on anything. I've just got a lot of guidance. I really struggled with having to change a name for either of the channels, like the Great Awakening Generator and Light Language Messenger, because I like both. And the Great Awakening Generator is an awesome name, and we've had awesome people come onto the channel and talk about whatever's on offer. But my guides have really emphasized that we need to change the name, and the name that will if we're keeping a channel and we're going to use currently what the channel we have, of the two, it's the Great Awakening Generator that's going to change the name. Okay. And then we will do this. We will merge all of that from the Light Language Messenger channel. Sorry, not merge, we will transfer, because you can't merge channels. We will transfer all of that from Light Language Messenger into the Great Awakening Generator. Friends, I'm sorry. It took me a while to come to this point where I can tell you this is the change that is going to happen. So we could do that, or we could stand up a whole new channel and start from scratch on it, right? But even if we start up a whole new channel, we can still transfer the subscribers and the videos onto the new channel. However, right? I feel like because the Great Awakening Generator has more videos on it, and of course more subscribers, because I'm understanding it'll take some time to transfer all the videos, right? I'm feeling like, why not just leave the Great Awakening Generator where it is, rebrand the name, and then just incorporate all of the Light Language Messenger on it. That means we're not having to start from scratch. And that means all the people that have subscribed to the channels will still be in the place that they chose to be when they chose to subscribe. I really need to put that out to you and say this to you, as in, friends, I'm sorry if this is disconcerting or maybe not how you envisioned it, but I have to do this because the guides have now said I have got to become authentically myself. I have to stand up and say who I am from all aspects of me. My email's got to change. The channel name has got to change, and it's got to be one channel, not on this, on that, and being there on that and this and that, and just bring everything together. Just coming into the one place and operating from there. And there's exciting things that are going to happen on the channel. So please keep the faith and stay tuned, and just thank you so much for supporting the channel all this time. And I know that if that is your heart, and if your heart resonates with what I say, I know that you will stay and you will support it, because there's some really exciting things coming on. It's not going to be long before all of this starts to unfold. I cannot say much about it because I've got downloads about it, but things have to start happening for me to say this is what's happening, right? I've got to have a time and date and evidence before I can say, hey, this is what's happening on that specific date or whatever, right? Right, so I hope that explains it. So I'm going to do one of two things. I'm going to either start up a brand new channel and transfer all the files and subscribers over, or the videos and subscribers over to the brand new channel, or I'm going to change the Great Awakening Generator's name to the new brand, which will be announced on Thursday, the 6th of June 2024 on in New Zealand time, sorry. And I will do it on both. I'll post the video on both channels, okay? Right, and then the official name change happens. This is being given by my guides. The 19th of June, 2024 is when we launch the new channel, the new brand name. I'm excited. I love it. I believe I have been really called up to stand up and be authentic and be myself. Because if I don't, I am not going to be fulfilling my purpose on the planet. And more than anything else, I want to fulfill my purpose on the planet. In this time and space, I want to fulfill what I came for. And that means I do everything I mean to do in this lifetime. Okay. And I also want to do it in a way that is authentic. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Right. So I've given you some key dates. Stuff is happening. And all of you just remember that stuff is happening. Like, for example, when I talked about Stellar Nations and what's happening with their website and Amanda Danielson's higher self perspective channel, website, what's happening there. Remember what the astrology is saying at the moment. We have a lot of planets in the air energy, right? A lot of planets in Gemini, for example, or a lot of airy planets doing something, right? And so you have to yeah, the airy planet is Mercury, isn't it? And of course, you've got all these the air star signs and whatever's happening in those stars, like Aquarius, etc., right? So just remember that, and remember that if you listen to any of the astrology, like Heather Hemsworth talked about it, Pam Gregory is talking about it, these things are meant to happen. Yeah, it's part of that breaking down of the old and rebuilding of new. And that's the transformation. Change is happening consistently and quickly. So yeah, that's the update I've given you today. I just thought I might do that. Now, I'm going to pull a card for us because I believe there's somebody that wants to say something. I've been asked to come back and do another video this week, apart from what I'm doing on Thursday, and I will put that out hopefully tomorrow. And the other video is about simple things. There's two aspects I'm asked to speak about, and I will do that. And I don't know, maybe I even do it in two small videos, so it's not very long, and then I can put them on either side of Thursday. We'll see. We'll see. Okay, so I feel like I need to bring the Golden Future Oracle card deck with me everywhere I go these days, because I think that, and I've been taking it to radio with me on a Friday, because I leave radio with I leave the radio, or I end my show on radio with a message from the Golden Future Oracle card deck, because I like to leave hope, right? And so I'm just going to shuffle that, because that card, there's going to be a card that I'm going to leave you with from this deck. So I'm shuffling it first, and then I'll shuffle, you know who we brought, the dragons. Yes, the dragons. The dragons have just been making some very interesting appearances recently, and I'm really looking forward to it. And I can't say too much about that yet. I haven't had a response to an email. I've reached out to somebody. Oh my goodness, friends, if this person, he channels dragons, we get to talk to him. It's going to be like amazing. Right, we're going to pick up the card that flew on the floor. Can't make it up. It's really interesting. Very, very interesting. I'm just smiling about it, and I'm not going to say anything yet because I have to pull out the dragon card, whichever dragon card that wants to speak, all right? this oracle card deck, there aren't any misses, I should say. Okay. Another one by Diana Cooper, the dragons. When I was at radio on Friday, I had the pink dragons from wherever the pink dragons come from. The rose pink dragons. What was that rose pink dragon of? It's just rose pink dragon. But the pink dragons are meant to be coming from, it's Venus that's got the pink dragons. Yeah. We know anything can happen here on this show, right? Oh no, I can't. I was gonna say Pink Dragons of Andromeda. But I pulled out the rose pink dragon on Friday, right? But look, this is the card that turned and flipped. Yeah. Dusky Pink Dragon from Andromeda. Yes, indeed. We are going to have to bring, that's the dragon that's coming through. We've had this dragon. We did light language messages with it, right? And you know what? I just can't. Friends, just gonna put musicians mode on. I'm just moving away. Oh, I am all a little clue, my high, no corona, to start at the Faranahay. Oh, I am in a marahai. Oh, Lena di Dararatila Maritoro Marina Giana. Excuse me. Kuakalati no crana, the Mahina, Kualena Mahayano. Karamakiro Lulia, Ralida the Gurmahi, Leam. Ame, Rukamahanda, Rohanamachatoranakai. Oh, my. Oh my, and I know my Goramahi, and I know I Kuramatina come. Oh, Nama hot, Selahi, so hot, Seanzorome. Oh, Andromeda. Yeah, Andromeda. Ikala gutle anekeronayam. Andromeda de maladidoma, Andromeda de maladidoma, Andromeda de maladidoma. Let's read about the dusky pink dragons from Andromeda. Prepares all your chakras to embody higher love. Accept and radiate higher love and touch others with its flame. Really interesting. We're talking about chakra here, and then the other card is also about chakras. So there's something about your chakras this week. Alignment of the chakras, revelation of the 12 chakras. The dusky pink dragon of Andromeda. Kalahita nakua natsitsetela homa. Interesting. I feel very much the need to sing, and you can see that the dragon is holding music notes in its paws. Hola hila matle anorola letlena ngeamam. Ikana kutle mahi flawachiana girana chela garutuma. Are you from Andromeda? Are you from Andromeda? Are you from Andromeda? Hele amoranahia. Andromeda, ungirama ufa. Ikorana gile arigerona machatnea, antuachane ketoforana hai. Andromeda, 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 Iramarudamaya. If you feel a strong affiliation to the Andromeda galaxy, Ramahai kunto faranakai tu achai kaina tsamya. Ikaragutle amekitle amakuflanande. The way I see it, the Andromeda galaxy has been a savior to many things that have passed on the planet, as well as in our solar system. I'm just going to hold the card there if I can, and I'm going to read. All the stars in the constellation of Andromeda embody a beautiful love and acceptance beyond our current understanding. The seventh dimensional Dusky Pink Dragons from Andromeda carry the vibration of transcendent love. If we are ready for their light, they circle round us, and when they pour this special energy into our chakras, our aura is illuminated by a glorious pink light. This enables us to radiate love and light as many different frequencies and transform the people we meet without them even being aware of it. Are you doing it? Are you doing it? These dragons also work with crickets who come from the same constellation. Their song carries the codes of higher love from Andromeda, and their mission is to bathe the natural world in this vibration. Gosh, we've had a cricket here every night for the last 3 weeks, singing away when we go to bed. Our guidance is receiving this card indicates that you are ready for higher love. Hey, no doubt, right? I was talking about my thymus gland, my upper heart chakra being activated. Yeah, I'm ready, thank you. I'll have it, thanks a lot. The Dusky Pink Dragons from Andromeda are suggesting it is time for you to carry this luminous light in all your spiritual energy centers. Touch your stellar gateway, touch your stellar gateway, touch your soul star. Touch your causal, your crown, your third eye, your throat, your heart, your solar plexus, navel, sacral, base, and earth star chakras in turn. I think we need to do the language based on that. Oh, excuse me. I think we need to do we need to do the language before leaving based on the 12 chakras, eh? Right, what else does it say before we get into that? And when you do this, what do they say? Yeah, I'll read it again. Touch your chakras. They name them, and then they say, breathing in the dusky pink and affirming, I accept and radiate higher love. As you do so, have a sense of these dragons breathing pink into all your chakras. You become a flame of ineffable pink love. Be aware you now have the power to touch everyone you meet with the flame of spiritual love. Know that when you work with the Dusky Pink Dragons from Andromeda, you can make a huge difference to the ascension of the planet. Okay, let's do this, my friends. We are now balancing the stellar gateway. Yeah, take a breath, take a breath. Our affirmation is, I accept and radiate high love. I accept and radiate high love. Yeah, high love coming through the stellar gateway. High love through your soul star. I love through the causal chakra. Iana kura machaile tsanarororanalet tsanarotai. And now, as the higher love, I accept and radiate higher love through my crown chakra. Zila katoforana hai edmo ya ira corona katamarana haina kufurana ya. I accept and radiate high love through my third eye. I accept and radiate high love through my throat chakra. Anze no korona kitsamagur gutiga tena itorona kitana. And now I accept and radiate high love through my heart chakra. Yes, kana rakatana na karona kututa tamarakata totokonuktiam. Kulamakan Guruna take that and click them to Rona Kiltana Gurutana Hana Kurutana to Faranakai Toto. Hi, love, you know, hammer. And now, Yiranakito, the power center. Your power center, your empowerment, your seat of empowerment, your solar plexus chakra. I accept and radiate. I love, my love, my love. I love. Yananamakululiam. Ilo kloma hat lufrana hat chaye. And then further down, we go down to the solar plexus. I beg your pardon, we've left the solar plexus. And we're moving into the navel chakra. And just as we do this, I just encourage you to just go in circular motions around your navel. Lots of light codes coming through with that one, friends. Now we move below our navel and we just touch the sacral chakra. The space between the navel and the root chakra. Imagine that space between the tailbone and the navel chakra. And now we go the pink dragons. They are saying, look to And now we move down to the base chakra, and if you can just put your hand on your tailbone, just feel your tailbone. Breathing in, breathing a lot of heat. Take the breath now and let it go through to your legs. And now we're going to the Earth Star Chakra. Just below your feet. The Earth Star Chakra connecting you to Mother Earth. It's a we are the Dragons of Andromeda. Thank you. Thank you, friends, for working with us, the Dragons of Andromeda. I have got a pigeon that's from the Barbary Coast. It's beautiful pink, white pigeon. I can't make it up, sitting on the fence outside in front of me. Oh my goodness. Sorry, friends, I can't help myself. Feet firmly planted on the ground, my friends. Take a sip of water if you need it. We are from Andromeda. We are here to point out to all of you, to highlight to all of you more, highlight, that we are highlighting all of you. Rose is very amused right now. Thank you for thank you for allowing, for being receptive, for honoring us here by giving us your time so that we can highlight you. Thank you, Dragons from Andromeda. Thank you for reminding us that we carry, that our DNA, that us, an aspect of us is an Andromeda, is there. And thank you for our guardians from Andromeda. We honor you for being here with us today. We also honor you for reminding us that we are part of you. And many of us have the DNA. All of us, I'm learning more and more, carry an aspect or have left an aspect of ourselves in Andromeda. We have been in Andromeda. Thank you to the Andromeda Galaxy for taking in the cats in a time when things were when they were in a war in the galaxy, in the galactic wars. Thank you for we are discovering more and more the huge part that the Andromeda Galaxy has played in the evolution that is taking place, or that has been in progress on Earth, in Earth's evolution, and the collective, and all the souls that have come here to evolve our aspect, our connection to Andromeda. Thank you, friends. And as you slowly come back to them tomorrow night, wow, that was something. That was really something. And now we come to the Golden Future card that fell out. It's the number 27 card, which numerology is 9. The end of things and the beginning of the end of old things and the beginning of new things. And it's called the 12 chakras. I can't make that up. because I shuffle the cards in front of you. And here we are. What have we been doing? We have been bringing in the highlights for the 12 chakras with the Dusky Pink Dragons from Andromeda. Yeah. Follow your ascension path. The 12 chakras. Follow your ascension path. Let's see if it's not a lot of reading, and I realize that we've been a little bit long, but yeah. In 2032, our planet is to become fifth dimensional. So everyone will have their 12 chakras in place, open and active. Your silver earth star chakra below your feet ensures that you are living according to your divine blueprint. Your platinum base chakra means you always feel totally safe and you trust you are looked after. Your pink sacral attracts only loving relationships, while your orange navel activates cooperation and oneness. Your golden solar plexus brings forward your confidence and wisdom, and your white heart opens you to love. Your royal blue throat chakra enables total honesty and integrity. Your crystal clear third eye offers enlightenment, and your transparent crown assists you to connect to the stars. Above them, your transcendent chakras glow. Your white causal opens the door to the angelic worlds. Your magenta soul star empowers your soul journey, and your orange stellar gateway connects you to your monad, your divine spark. Wow. And the affirmation is, in the golden future, everyone will radiate high frequencies from their 12th dimensional chakras. The guidance for this card is that it reminds you that every single choice you make affects the light your chakras emit. Archangel Metatron is overseeing your ascension process and that of the planet. He watches over you as your 12 fifth dimensional chakras move into place, open and are activated. When this happens, you live in peace, love, and cooperation with others, and with integrity and good intentions. Make choices that are harmless and supportive. Your guidance is to check that you are living in accordance with the highest principles of each chakra. Then tune in to Archangel Metatron. Consciously open your chakras and ask him to run his golden orange light through them into the earth. He reminds you that when you act with higher consciousness, you automatically attract abundance and support from the universe. That's the key. Friends, so much love to all of you. I know this has been a long video, but I want to say I love it. It was so worth it. It was so worth it. Thank you so much for watching. And please, whatever you do today, what have I done with the card now? The card's gone. Whatever you do today, take some time to communicate with your dragon. And if you felt really moved and touched by that Andromeda dragon, or the dragons from Andromeda, the Dusky Pink Dragon from Andromeda, go out and have a look at the cosmos. Connect with the energy of Andromeda. Andromeda. That was the first galaxy I knew I had a connection with. Perhaps you did too. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. I'll catch you next time here. And for maybe one of the few times more on we refer to it as the Great Awakening Generator. And of course, on Light Language Messenger. So much love, so much light. I am so blessed to have all of you. And I'm so honored that you took the time to spend time with me today. So much love. Keep reaching for the stars. Namaste. Namaste.